All right, we should be live. Just give me a second here. Audio's messed up. There we go. Hold on. 1 second. We got a tornado warning. A couple of tornado warnings here in Georgia. Let's go over them. If you live over here near Potterdale, you guys need to be in your safe spots over there into Potterdale, Mansfield, Newborn, and also down here, further down to the south near Sherwood as well. Long Acres, Hardy's Crossroads, Stewart's, and McMichael Crossroads. All of these tornado warnings are just east here of what is going on with my testing. There we go. Are just to the east here of Atlanta. Trying. The scene's not really ready, unfortunately, for this kind of thing. And I just took a shower, so I'm looking a little crazy.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
It looks like I also have a freaking some sort of low testing. Why does that sound so odd? Does the audio sound weird to you guys? Sounds weird in my ears, but yeah. The main reason why these are warned is because of our is there like some sort of audio sounds good? Okay. Yeah, I think it's my earphones are broken. I think my earphones are broken. But yeah, we do have we have had a couple of areas of tighter circulation within this storm right now. And are a little while ago, and we still have some rotations developing here. So far, I don't think we've had any correlation coefficient or debris signatures yet with these storms. But if you live in these areas, just be in your safe spots. A little interesting signal there. That might have been a tornado back there south of Stockbridge. You see how that like doesn't really show up as anything, but then you kind of looks like debris spread out there. That's kind of interesting. That might have actually been one back in there. Why can't testing? Why does it sound so weird in my ears? I might have to just. I have no idea. I think my earphones broke. Testing. Is that better? Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay. It was bugging me. Yeah. Scene is not really set up, but let's go ahead and get these Georgia traffic cameras up so we can at least have something to fill the voids here. That, and then this, turn that to that, and then this, just east of Atlanta, near Oxford, if we can. Where is Oxford? There's Conyers, Covington. Man, these are just so many things to focus on really quick. I don't like it. It should be like right over here. Here's Covington, Conyers. There's Collinsville. Can't see it. Anyways. Hey, thank you, Sandy, for the $2. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can see our little. We got a tornado polygon as our new thing. We're testing it out here. We got this thing as well. Put that there. There we go. Okay, we are testing it out. So just give me a little bit. I got to work out some kinks on it, but hopefully. We can get everything squared away with it and working well. But welcome everybody. Welcome to the new stream, the new overlay. And also, again, if you're just now tuning in, we have 2 tornado warnings here in Georgia. If you live over here near Sherwood Forest, Long Acres, Hardy's Crossroads, and back over here near Newborn, Georgia. And then also, we got another tornado warning back down here near Woodland. As well, moving towards Thomaston. If you guys live in these areas, you need to be currently in your safe spots as these storms approach. Now, let me see if I can freaking get these dang things to work in my favor here. Let's come over to here. Can my brain just focus for 5 seconds? That's what we're hoping. Okay, there's that road that goes through just like that. And then Covington should be right here. And it is. Okay. So this is out over there just to the west of, or east of Covington. It's kind of in just north of one of those tornado warnings. And then I want to see if we can get one down over here near Thomaston. Let's see. Hampton. Which one would that be? It wouldn't be that road. It would be like this one here, I think. No. Dang, these freaking maps are so confusing. Just give me a second. Hold on. We're going to find one. It goes really squiggly at some point. But where is it on the map? Why is this so hard for me to do this right now? I'm just not. I've been working really hard on that new overlay all day in my brain. Okay, so this goes over here to Macon. So this has to be near Thomaston. Okay, this one is near Thomaston. Okay, geez Louise. Come on, brain. I believe in you, brain. We all believe in you, brain. Everybody believes in you. Just start working. All right. This one's facing the ground. This is going to be our only kind of view out of this one, but it's better than nothing. All right. Let's come back over to here, where hopefully everything is working somewhat properly. That one's still not loading. Okay. Typo with Georgia. Yeah, I went really fast with the title, so let me fix that really quick. Georgia. Okay. I think I spelled that right that time. Hopefully. All right. Atlantan here. Excited to be mentioned. You shouldn't be. You should not be excited. It's not a good thing to get mentioned on this stream. Although it is a good thing to be mentioned. The fact that you really don't have much going on there. So a little bit of good news for you. All right, let's come back over to here. Yeah, we got a little bit of severe thunderstorm warning, but they haven't extended that one. This one down here is warned for some penny-sized hail and some 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's to the south of this tornado warning. That's going to be heading into Junction City shortly. Man, what happened to this camera? This is so annoying. Did it go down? All right, let's bring it back. A whole nother one here. All right. Yeah, that's what's going on there. Latest scan down here near Woodland. Looks like we have a tight area of circulation here north and east of Woodland now. That is still traveling off to the east. Going to make a pretty close approach here to the Thomaston area. So I would still be in your safe spots there. A little bit further up to the north. Looks like next in line for this area of rotation is going to be Sherwood Forest and Hardy's Crossroads. Let me see if that is still looking interesting. Yeah, I mean, it still has definitely a gust front here and a little bit of an area of circulation still near the Long Acres area heading towards Jackson Lake. So if you live near Jackson Lake, just be in your safe spots. And this northern storm is looking quite smooth right now, which is usually a good sign that the rotation is gone. So that northern one should be allowed to expire here shortly. What about Thomasville? Don't know. I'm guessing you're asking for Georgia. Let me see. Yeah, you guys are well south here. I think your first thunderstorms are probably going to come from these storms that are over here near Blounsville and Thomas or Quincy. A little bit of a thunderstorm activity further down to the south. Not really expecting that to be too tornadic. Had to click every radar in order to find the rotations. Yeah, you got to make sure that you're using the terminal radar here because the bigger radar, the one that covers more ground, just really isn't showing it too well. Yeah, my hair looks horrible. Let me go put on a hat. I just got out of the shower. Okay. Whenever my hair is wet, it makes me look like a weirdo, and I don't like that. Love the new setup. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I know. You guys are gonna be nice, but it is what it is. All right. Let me do this as well. Here I am. Yeah, most of West Georgia is a-okay. We're not really talking about much more for you or Atlanta, for that matter. Just a lot of rain and some thunder out there.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning has been issued here north of Monticello. That's going to be radar indicated. Maybe some penny-sized hail or stuff below penny-sized hail could still be in there. Let's go bring back up this radar here. Yeah, looks like that. At least this rotation for now is not looking as bad as it was, but eventually it might try to wrap up again. These little circulations along the leading edge of the line have been a little bit persistent here. So if you live over here near Monticello and Palato, Bethel, Calvin, Blackwell, and Maxwell, I would still continue to be in your. I would go to your safe spots and just sit there for a little bit, just until this line gets past you. Hopefully, the tornado doesn't, or a tornado does not try to drop out of the storm. That's what we're hoping for you. But the latest scan over here, north and east of Woodland, still have a decent little tight area of circulation on the weak side of circulation, but can't rule out a brief tornado there north of Pleasant Hill. Heading towards pretty close to the Thomaston area. And our camera back over here is on the northern portion of the line. As you can see, you can't really see much. It's not a not a very helpful camera, not gonna lie. But yeah, we have a couple of cameras near Thomaston. Let me just make sure we don't have anything further down to the south. We do not. Unfortunately, this camera is down here, and I think our best camera is here, I guess. Oh, yeah. You can actually see stuff with this camera, technically. It is getting pretty windy up there, just north of Thomaston. And again, all these cities that we are mentioning are in Georgia. Oops. Still not used to. I still don't have a scene set up for this, and I got to fix that tornado warning thing. I don't want it to cycle every time something happens. I thank you, INFP, for the 10. I do appreciate that. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Just got done with a 3-hour members only stream. So, I already had things set up. All right. Yeah, looks like we are still radar indicated as of our latest update here. This is continuing to push off to the east towards Hardy Crossroads. It's going to be next in line for our area of circulation, which, again, really doesn't pop up too well on these. It's honestly not really popping up as well anymore with our latest scan here out of this radar either. So both of these rotations seem to be pretty weak. It still seems like our strongest area of rotation is down over here near Thomaston, Georgia. No, I wouldn't say they screwed it up. I mean, it's hard to forecast these. I mean, we haven't had any tornado, or we might have had a tornado there actually near Stockbridge, but I mean, it's kind of like, what are you supposed to do? It's hard. These little tiny risks where you're just kind of relying on the tiniest of details in the atmosphere that models just do not get right. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? But let's go check to see if you're right. No, you're wrong. They did put a tornado risk here. Ha. Look at that. And a slight risk down here, especially for these storms. So I don't know what you're hooping and hollering about. There is a little risk down there. They must have just added that. All right. Just double checking. Still waiting on the latest scans here. And thank you, Mark, for gifting a membership. I do appreciate that. New severe thunderstorm watch looks like was issued. I do not have my news scene set up at all. So let me see if I can get details on that from here. We do. I would assume, yeah, that's this one here for like Macon, Forsyth, Eatonton, Greensboro, Madison, and Watkinsville. I'm going to be creating a custom news scene here in a little bit. And it's going to have me, it's going to have a desk and some cool things there we're going to be working on. And it's going to look like a newsroom. Working really hard on I miss tariffs gifted. Let me check. Sorry. Brain's a little flustered still. Not quite thank you, Sassy, for the 2, and thank you, Terry, for gifting 10 memberships. Sorry I missed that. But yeah, me and the members, we made this OBS overlay. And as you can see, it's got like so for the tornado warnings, it's going to be a tornado polygon. For the severe warnings, it's going to be a severe weather polygon with a little severe warning thing on top when we don't have any tornado warnings, but we have severe warnings. And then when there's nothing happening, it's just going to be blue with nothing. Nice and calm. And a little noise that plays with the animation there. All right, sorry. I know I should be paying attention and not focusing on that, but I am excited to show you guys that. Actually, this northern warning does seem to be jutting out again a little bit. Yeah, it is jutting out a little bit there near Newborn. Wouldn't rule out a quick little spin up there. If you live over here near Newborn, just continue to be in your safe spots. Again, this is in Georgia still. And then back over here with this warning, it's still got a little thing poking out here, but it's honestly not looking as still not looking as bad as it did earlier, but I would still be respecting that polygon. And then over here near Thomaston, looks like this area of rotation is still ongoing with this storm, actually. Little area there still. No debris signature yet, but I would still be in your safe spots there in Thomaston. Hope you remove the dead space near the tornado warning sign and to the top left of my left arm. Nope, not removing that dead space. That's there for a reason. It's a polygon, man. It's a tornado polygon. It looks exactly like this polygon almost. It's the most common polygon shape. If you can't appreciate that, then why are you even watching weather in the first place? Oh, wait. Look at this. We're getting some winds over here on this camera. Wait, which one is it? It's this one. Dead space. Dead space, my butt. That space is there, and it's very alive. Very alive space. Reedsville, Georgia.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, a new tornado warning has been issued. And that's going to be over here, south of Rutledge, heading towards Newborn. Again, that's going to be Reese. Shoot, I can't see that. Hold on, let me. I've been meaning to remove these arrows, so let me just do that. Severe tornado. Well, do you not remove them there? Do you move them here? Hold on, getting that arrow out of the way. Shoot. Oh, there it is. Storm motion arrows. Okay. Morrow, Reese, Brownwood, and Pennington all need to be in their safe spots there. Respect the polygon. Exactly. Respect the polygon, guys. What's all this? No making fun of the polygon. Respect it. Yeah, that's going to be our clap back for anybody that's mean to the polygon. All right, latest scan here, south of Thomaston. Still a decent little area of rotation here. It is broadening out just a little bit. You can tell here on our radar. It is a little bit broader, but, it's still enough, I think, to, be in your safe spots there south of Thomaston. Oh, yeah. Let me do Reedsville. Check that out for you. Reedsville. Oh, yeah, you got plenty of time. By the time the storms gets there, they're going to be pretty untornadic. Columbus is getting a line of storms right now, but the tornadic portion of the line is on the leading edge, and it's past you. So just a little bit more rain and thunder, and you guys will be good to go. You like the new format? Thank you for respecting the polygon. I appreciate that. You're an like the people that should probably be worried about a short-term tornado threat is over here near Forsyth, Macon, Gray, Eatonton, Madison, Greensboro areas, and over there near Watkinsville as well. Over here near like Athens, let me just check to see if we got anything happening over here. Can we even see it? Yeah, unfortunately, we can't really see with our good radar up there. But if you live over here near Athens, I mean, I'm not seeing that much rotation. Then also over here near South Carolina, there's actually a little bit of a bulge here as well, and a little bit of rotation developing here just to the west of Greenville, South Carolina. So I would be, I don't think you have to go to your safe spots yet, but they have been issuing these warnings pretty quickly today. The new look is nice. Thank you. You see, that's how that is how you get your question answered. Start off with buttering me up. Oh, Augusta, where isn't that where the Masters gets played? Yeah. By the time the storms get to you, they should just mainly be at rain and wind. Not really too much there. And it's going to be a while. These storms are pretty far away. Latest scans down here near Thomaston. Still a decent little. Actually, we haven't gotten the latest scans in yet, but that rotation is now going just to the south of Thomaston now. Let's come back up here to the north and check in on these warnings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one's starting to try to wrap up again here just to the east of Newborn, pushing over towards Reese, Morrow, and Pennington and Brownwood. That one is trying to get a little bit more organized. Back over here, kind of looking the same. You know, a little bit of bulge to the south, a little bit of velocities on the north, but still not overly concerning. I don't think that's really oriented in the right way. This one, you can see, let me move this down here as well. You can see this storm here is oriented more like that. This one's kind of slanted down right that. The kind of the more oriented it is looking like that, the better it's going to be able to tap into the limited shear environment that is around these storms right now. So not a bad orientation to the north, kind of a not very favorable orientation to the south, but that could definitely try to, get itself a little bit resituated, if I may say. Possible CC. Oh, let me check that out. That could be something to note. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of hard to tell. It's not really co-located with that velocity signature, though. It's a little bit off. That might just be inflow clearing if I had to guess, but that could be something there. It's just hard to tell. I'll come back up there and look at that one and see what we see after that. Man, this camera, the camera on the top here is struggling with all of this wind that it's getting right now. This is the one near Thomaston, and you can see the camera shaking quite a bit, and it is starting to glitch out. I thank you, Lisa, for becoming an EF5 member. Thank you so much. What happened to the screen? What do you mean what happened to the screen? Did I mess it up? I'm trying to get used to it. This is the first time we've used this overlay. So I might have messed something up. I don't know. Still waiting on the latest scans to come in. Anything for Lakeland, Georgia? Lakeland, Georgia. Maybe eventually, yeah. I mean, there's some storms to your south and west right now, back over here near Tallahassee. Eventually, that'll try to make it up to you, but severe weather chances are going to be pretty low. What is going on? Okay, there we go. Where is that camera located? The one, I think this one up to the on the top is like to the east of Atlanta. No, this is the one near Thomaston. This is the one in the southern tornado warning, and then this one died. And this was to the east of Atlanta. Let's see if we can get this pulled over just a little bit more. Hopefully with some better lighting, maybe. What the heck? This one's like, the exposure is maxed out on that camera. This one's all right. I mean, it's not the best, but it'll do for now. We'll find a better one in a little bit. Might have to move. Shoot, hold on. There we go. Jeez Louise. Sorry. Still I don't have a hot button or hotkey set up for this scene. Yeah, the cameras do be dying when there's wind sometimes, which usually is an indication of some power outages. All right, latest scan with this storm now just to the south and east of Thomaston. We still have an area of some circulation here. It's still a little bit on the broad side, but I mean, it's still rotating. I wouldn't be surprised if they hold on, this thing's a little bit to the, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did extend this one. Should be center. There we go. And this one, check back over with this radar. Yeah, this one to the south is not looking as dangerous, but this one back over here south of Rutledge still looks a little bit interesting, but it kind of mainly just looks like some wind at this point. Seems like that little area of rotation that was trying to get started.
Warning has been issued.
Yeah, it looks like they did extend this tornado warning. Now off to the north and east towards Forsyth. If you live near Forsyth, Georgia, you guys need to be in your safe spots. Tornado possible tag near Pickens. Yeah, let me see if I can get that up. Where's that? Should be this one. Yeah. Let me see if this one's done anything. Yeah, looks like that little area of rotation has got a little bit weaker. Near Pickens, Easley, and Dawkesville. Pennsylvania, do you got stuff going on over here? Not really. There was some severe weather earlier here, but we don't have any severe storms right now, but there is a lot of thunderstorms near about to pull into the Philadelphia area. Maybe even a thunderstorm going to make it pretty close there to New York City. It's going to come pretty close, but it might just miss y'all. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, a lot of little thunderstorms up here kind of traveling pretty slowly to the east, mainly to the north and east here into New Jersey, parts of New York, also over here in like Newark, Patterson, New Brunswick area. Yeah, we're using WeatherWise. Weather aware mugs? No. Not making merch. My goodness. It's only day 13. I feel like you've been asking for that forever at this point. Yeah, this one down here near Monticello is still struggling. I can see them expiring that one for a little bit. They might reissue it if it tries again. And this one up here north of Shadydale, Georgia, is also struggling at the moment. The only real rotation we got here that kind of looks interesting is this one still. I mean, still some pretty strong winds going away from the radar, decent winds going towards, but the thing that's probably holding this storm right now near Logtown is this broad area of circulation. So there, right there, you can see that those reds and the greens close, but we have this gray area in between indicating broad circulation. Now, broad circulation usually doesn't lead to tornadoes, but, it's definitely something to keep an eye on just in case.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Oh, wow. So they did end up warning this tornado warning here, or this storm over here into South Carolina. And that's why. Wow. Yeah, rotation's definitely getting more organized here on our latest scan. Not seeing a debris ball, but this is coming very close here to the Hillwood, Holly Hill, Easley area, and eventually is going to be tracking towards the Greenville area. So hopefully that rotation dies before it gets to Greenville. But I mean, Easley needs to be in their safe spots here as our storm approaches. Forsyth is pronounced. Okay, Forsyth. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let me see if we've had any tornado reports out of this event. Shoot. My newsroom is not set up, as you guys can see. And I don't even think I can get it set up. I was not expecting to have to go live today or yesterday. So there is that. Shoot. Just going to play the noise again. Sorry. I'm going to get a picture to put there. So when it activates, I can just turn that off, that animation, and then replace it with the picture. But I have to do that. I just set this up and I didn't have the other thing set up like at all. Right, still waiting on our latest scans here. Hopped on because I be scared. Understandable. Just get in your safe spots. We'll let you know what you need to do. Okay, so that's just not working at all. Okay. Never mind. All right, let's start back down here, see if we have our latest scan on our storm near Thomaston. We do. Little area here of some broader circulation still, but still decent broad circulation heading up close to the Forsyth area here into Georgia. We might try to get a cam. I think we have cameras over there near Forsyth. Let me try to get that up. There's Thomason. Do we not? Oh, yeah, we do. Over here near Forsyth. Forsyth. Scythe. Not Sith. It's Scythe. If you think it's Sith, you're an idiot. It's Scythe. Brain's still not. Oh, this is a good camera in Forsyth. What? No way that's real. Is that a commonplace? Oops. Is that a commonplace for tornadoes to happen? I mean, earthquakes to happen? Let me double check in on that. Is that real? Earthquake, Texas. That's big. Oh my goodness. It might be real. Just a couple minutes ago, a 6.5 magnitude earthquake happened in Texas. That's crazy. It's a big one. That's going to cause some damage. Let me go look this. Let me get one more. Let me get the official USGS up. Hold on. Let me just make sure. I have to double check on that. Just to make sure we're doing our due diligence. 3.1. Now the USGS says 3.1. Maybe it's not legit. There's a bunch of people reporting a 6.1. Maybe it hasn't come in on the website yet. I'll keep my eye on that. See if it's not showing up on the USGS, so I don't know. Don't know what's happening there. Let's come back up here towards South Carolina, though. Yeah, latest scan, still a decent little area here of some circulation, still heading towards the Easley area. It seems to be getting a little bit weaker here as of our latest scans, but there still is a decent little circulation there. So I'd still be in your safe spots there near easily just until the storm passes. It's a very weird looking storm, I'll tell you what. All right, let's come back over here, checking on these storms if we still can. Yeah, still not looking overly concerning on the leading edges of these storms right now. So I think most likely the southern one gets expired. They might continue this northern one for just a little bit. We'll see. That is the latest over here near Georgia. I use, dang it. Sorry. I use WeatherWise. Why isn't it? It's not showing up on the USGS like at all. So I don't think it's legit. I think it's fake news. It says 3.4. Maybe the initial reading was a 6.5, but let me see if I can get more information. It just happened, so I've seen a lot of reporting about it. There's a 3.5 yesterday. Maybe it takes a while to show up. Maybe that's what's happening. I cannot confirm it, the earthquake right now. .4 was from yesterday. Okay. Maybe it takes a while. Yeah, let me see if I can. Maybe I'm on the wrong website. I'm not a earthquake expert, but I definitely want to see the heck's happening. The USGS is not saying anything. I don't know. That's the source I trust the most. Central Maryland, up here further up to our north. Looks like they put a new severe thunderstorm warning on this storm near Pottstown here in Pennsylvania. That's going to be for 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail possible. That's going to be mainly on the southern cell down here. That's going to be moving up to the north towards Pottstown. But Maryland does have some thunderstorms nearby, especially up here north of Baltimore, and a little storm over here near Townsend in Baltimore. Let's come back up here and check in on our South Carolina storm. All right, over here near Greenville, looks like we got a new circulation developing now south and west of Easley, heading off towards Greenville. If you live over here just to the east of Easley and in Easley, Long Creek, North Hills, Hollywood Hill, Georgetown, all needs to be in their safe spots here. Still, as we do still have a decent area of rotation. 4.7 and Carlsbad. Oh, okay. That dude came in chat shouting like it was a 6.5, and I was like, and I saw a bunch of reporting on X, but especially with like new events that happen, information is always murky. That's why I checked but it's not. I mean, it still only says 3.4 on USGS south of Carlsbad, north and east of Paco, but that must have been yesterday, I guess. So they don't have any new information. I've been saying South Carolina, we're checking on it. Don't worry. We're checking on everybody. There's no new scans, so we don't have new information on that one yet. Man, what's going on over here? These storms look interesting. Decent storms. Those might get severe warned as they get closer to York. It's like all of our tornado warnings in Georgia have expired except for this one, which still has a little area of circulation here just to the north of Colden, still heading off towards just south of Forsyth there, or Forsyth. Forsyth. Clint, where are you getting that information from? Where is the most official earthquake website? Google. um, yeah, still looks like we have a circulation here south of Easley that I'm keeping my eye on. That older one has died off, and help is right. It is a handoff over here south of Easley, moving off to the east, just south of 123. Let me see if I can get a camera on this one. That seems like a road that might have some cameras. As far as I've heard, Force 13 is rife with controversy. Wow, there's zero cameras there. No cameras near Easley, and none like really in the Greenville area. Well, okay, so the preliminary, I'm guessing that was the preliminary rating first. Came out as a big one, and then they revised it. All right, looks like this radar is a little bit closer here. We still have a decent gust front here on the south. Not a whole lot of reds to the north, though, so we're still at a pretty broad circulation down here in parts of Georgia. So again, if you live in Forsyth, continue to be sheltered in place. We got a couple cameras out here. We've got one over here and one over here. You can see lightning off in the distance. This is near Forsyth. Forsyth. Dang it. Wow. Lots of lightning, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it's a mess. The reporting on it's a mess. I guess that's how the oh man, give us our camera back. The heck is that? Thank you. That was a nice camera. Actually could see the storm. Thank you, Dave, for the 5. Any words on the Traveler's Rest in South Carolina? My folks are there. It is on Traveler's Rest. Is that a city? All right, sorry for the sound again. I know the sound's probably getting annoying at this point, but there's nothing I could do about it. Maybe I can mute it. Can I mute it? I think I can. I think I muted it. All right, latest scan. Let me see. Travelers. I'm not seeing it on the map. Let me search it. Travelers Rest. Travelers Rest. Ah, my right, the right side of my nose keeps itching, man. It's annoying. I think I got bit by a mosquito there or something. Yeah, they're north of the warning, but they do potentially have a severe storm coming soon. Thank you, Judy, for the 5. Thank you so much. Yes, the first grading is automated, then it's peer reviewed to make a truer rating. Thank you. Is there like a piece of hair on my microphone? No. I don't know, man. I wish I could get my camera app up so I can move my camera thing. But I think I moved it in between like screens and I can't get it up. It's like stuck in screen limbo. I can't move my camera. There are zero. No, there's 2 tornado warnings. What are you talking about? All right, latest scan over here for this storm right here near Pageland. Still a decent area of some wind about to move into the Smithfields and Forest Park. Still radar indicated. No indication that this thing is on the ground on radar or reports from the ground. But if you're over here near Long Creek, Latham, and Forest Park, I'd still be in your safe spots, though. just until we know more. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. What is causing this itch? This is so annoying. It's the most annoying itch I've ever had, I think. Right on the nose rim. That's a weird place. Ugh. This is very annoying. All right, latest scan here. Still decent little RFD push here, but still not a whole lot of new organized rotation there. Let me check from this radar, see if we got a better look at it. Yeah, you can see that it's mainly just a gust front on this radar as well. So two radars kind of saying the same thing. But it could try to wrap up again like those storms further to the north. So if you live over there near Forsyth, I'd still be in your safe spots. I don't know if it's just the fact that the microphone is here. And maybe like the my voice is reverberating off of the microphone in a way that I'm not used to, because I usually have my mic on this side, not on this side. No, I don't know. No one's coming to see me, unfortunately. That's not what it means this time. All right, latest scan over here, south and east of Easley. Looks like this area of rotation is starting to lose its marbles. At least this northern one is. Maybe a new one that's going to try to develop here near Powdersville. Maybe. We'll see. Greenville does not need to be in their safe space or safe spots just yet. Unless like this over here is considered Greensville, like Palmetto Terrace or like Croswell. But Greenville, like the downtown area of Greenville, is not in a tornado warning yet. Of course you are. We created it together. All right. Looks like one of our cameras are glitching right now. Let me see if I can get that refreshed and back going. These cameras are a little bit finicky. Actually, we should probably be moving this like well to the east to like here, to be honest. Okay, that's horrible. What about here? This one's not bad. Decent little wind coming in here. Look at that. Coming across the road there. Not very strong, probably around like 50-mile-per-hour winds, but decent little wind. And then back over here, let's see if we can see any lightning bolts near Forsyth. Maybe like 19th century. I don't know why I like using that saying. No one could really relate to it. Oops. And here comes the sound again. Hopefully it's muted so you all didn't hear it that time. All right. Latest scan on this storm. Looks like that rotation is pretty much gone with that storm. Still a little teeny tiny couplet here. As small as a little couplet you can get. Still in progress there near Forest Park. So I'd still probably be in your safe spots there near Quail Haven. Should go south of Shoals Creek subdivision, though. And check other portions of our line. You want to check back over here with these storms, too. They looked interesting earlier. Not looking interesting anymore. Check back down over here with this storm. Is it trying to re-wrap back up yet? Nope. It is still struggling. Still mainly just a gust of some pretty decent winds on the southern side there, probably around 50 to 60 miles per hour. Still not seeing it wrap up on that radar. Let's check this one, looking up a little bit further aloft. Yeah, some pretty, definitely some weaker rotation on that storm right now. Wouldn't be surprised they eventually let that one expire. Oh my gosh, Theo. I-85, you might see. Well, we might be able to see the storm once it goes into Greenville. I can get a camera set up over there. Just have to sacrifice one of these. I'll sacrifice not that one. I like that one. We'll sacrifice. Oh man, but I kind of like that camera too. It's getting lightning. But let me see it. Let me just make sure that you guys have live cameras. You do. Okay. All right, we'll get a camera out of Greenville, the northern portion of Greenville. You guys actually have live cameras, so that's great news. Some would say even the best news. All right, over here. I am. This is North Greenville. I bought these cameras. Yeah. Yeah, I bought them all. Yep. With my government cheese. I'm just kidding. No, those are traffic cameras. They're free to use. Actually, a little bit of stronger winds. Might have to watch the northern portion of this. This is outside of the tornado warning. Might have to watch the northern portion for this for like maybe another area of rotation to develop there. It is trying to gust out again. Just underscribed because of a joke. Hope you are happy. Yes, very happy. See you later. Not sure what you guys would rather. Me be screaming and shouting, making you twice as scared in your safe spot, or maybe cracking a joke every now and then so you can get a little bit of a relief from all the anxiety while you're sitting into your safe spots. To each their own, I guess. All right. Latest scan down here in Georgia. South Forsyth. Still pushing off to the east. Samar is next in line there. And then if it can, make it to Bolingbrook. But there are two little areas here of some stronger winds, but they haven't organized into any stronger rotations yet. I say Forsyth again? Dang it. I'm trying. I try to remember. Can I make you feel better about Belton? Absolutely. Let me see. Hopefully I can. Hopefully there's some good news for you. All right. Yeah, you're way down here. Yeah, there's not really much happening there. Nothing that's going to cause a tornado here in the short term. So you do have some rain and wind, but this is one of those storms you could easily watch from your window and not get injured. See some lightning. House might shake with some lightning, though. That might happen. Will Augusta be safe tonight? Most likely, yeah. I don't think these tornado threats are going to last all night. This is just a kind of a random little escalation here. Yeah, I think there is a mosquito in the house. Because now my back is itching, and the shirt that I'm wearing is unfortunately not built for mosquitoes. It's got a lot of holes in it. All right. What was I going to do? I want to look at the meso analysis. See what the heck's going on out here. Can't show you guys, unfortunately. Decent little area of instability. Yeah, there's like 25 knots of shear, folks. It's not a lot, but obviously it's just enough to cause a couple of spin-ups. All right, latest scan out here. Let's look at that southern area of wind that we were monitoring to see if a new spin-up would happen. Has not been able to succeed in doing so. Athens, Georgia. I think you guys are done. Yeah, you guys are done for the night. Still have like a storm over you, but in terms of your tornado threat, they would form on the leading edge of these storms. So you're good to go. Just a little bit of rain and thunder left. Got some lemongrass. Will repel mosquitoes. Okay. And the thing is that my dog, he goes outside, and he unfortunately sometimes leaves the what's it called, the doggy door slightly cracked. And yeah, little buggies get in sometimes. Over here, south of Forsyth, you still have an area here where we still have some decent little wind gusts, but still not seeing any stronger areas of rotation redeveloping on this guy. Noonan. Noonan, Georgia. Yeah, you guys are good for the rest of the night. New MCD. I can't show it. I don't have anything set up properly. Can't show nothing. I'll read it. Yeah, they're saying there's actually a button I can do. Hold on. Let me see if I remember how to do it. Nope. Let me look at the hotkeys real quick. There's a way to turn on and off the mesoscale discussion just by using the keyboard. So let me find that again. Yeah, it's Alt-Shift-M. I thought that's what I did Control. Never mind. So Alt-Shift-M. There we go. Yeah, a little mesoscale discussion out here for Augusta, Greenwood, near the Rock Hill area as well. We have up to 95 mile per hour winds possible, peak wind gusts. Oh, wait, that's peak tornado intensity up to 95. So we're talking about the potential here for some weak tornadoes. Not talking about those big, strong ones. But peak wind gusts of 55 to 70 mile per hour possible, and really not too much hail. Heckin' windy. Yeah, some of these storms going to have some wind in them. This one's still severe warning, but they did allow that tornado warning to expire, which is honestly not surprising. We didn't see that new area develop any circulation, but I'm still keeping an eye on this little southern gust front here. This is kind of how that last storm started off. And actually, we might have to go a little bit more south with our camera, so let's go ahead and do that with this guy. And they just extended that severe thunderstorm warning as well for Greenville and Malden and Duncan. That's going to be for 60 mile per hour winds primarily. Let me move this camera a tad bit further to the south, near like this road. We can get a good camera here. It has light, cameras, and maybe some action. There we go. Perfect. Thomasville, Georgia is still good. All right. Dang it. Still struggling to get used to this. I'm trying to set up I think we're about to be tornado warning list. Trying to set up some hotkeys on my Roadcaster, but I have not been successful. I've not been able to figure it out. I'm supposed to be able to do that, but it looks like these little gusts of wind have died off on our latest scans and not really looking as tornadic, but the storm is still technically kind of surging out. You can see this outflow boundary right there in that green. It is kind of surging out ahead of it, so it'll probably continue to be a little bit of a tornado threat until that outflow boundary surges back out in front of that storm. Oh, yeah. When was that? 24. Okay, I can't show you guys, but there is a USGS thing now that says a 5.3 near White City, New Mexico. Well, it's technically in Texas. Yeah, 5.3 officially. Earthquake. Sorry, magnitude earthquake. Warner Robins, Georgia. Yeah, your threat's mainly just going to be rain. This part of the line really isn't going to be very tornadic because not a whole lot of it is surging. You can see that all of these storms are behind an outflow boundary at the moment. So these are mainly just going to be storms that have some rain and some thunder. Again, not even really talking about a severe threat. With most of these storms, just a small chance for some spin ups. Let me fix this camera now as well. Is near Forsyth. Storm is starting to hit the Forsyth area, so I'm hoping we can catch a couple good lightning strikes over there. This is what it looks like in Forsyth. Got some heavier rain pushing into the area. This is Forsyth, Georgia. Yeah. So yeah, some lightning. Nice. All I wanted to see. Yeah, there's a 3.4, a 2.9 magnitude earthquake, and then a 5.3 magnitude earthquake in Texas, north and east of Pecos. All right, so this is back over here near Greenville. Come back and check in on this storm. Actually, a little bit of a couplet trying to develop here, South Greenville. And then it went away the latest scan. Never mind. It tried for a millisecond. Looks like they did allow that severe thunderstorm warning over here near Pennsylvania to expire. Yeah, my voice is still struggling. I don't understand. It's been like 3 days. I wonder if I like caused damage to it or something. Earthquake back over here. Actually, pretty close to where this little storm is. It's north of this storm. Over in this region. 5.3 was just logged into the USGS, which is pretty significant. Might have done some damage. When I start streaming, I did like a 3 hours member only stream where we made this little this new overlay, and then we went live, or I went live for this. All right, new information on this tornado warning. Looks like they're going to allow it to expire. So we're about to be down back to 0 tornado warnings. Actually, we are down to 0 tornado warnings. So that's good. Great news. Don't know what I'm going to do about my thumbnail. Because now my thumbnail is clickbait. I always run into that problem. Because when we got to do quick live streams, I just take a screenshot of the radar and then we just go with it. But then when things calm down, it's like, well, it's not accurate anymore. Went close to us in Brooks and Woolsey. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. I don't think we've gotten, let me see if we've gotten any tornado reports from any of these storms. Actually, we'll check. I think I still have radar mega up. Yeah, I do. Nope. No tornado reports in Atlanta yet. Barely any damage reports, too. So that's good. These storms have been pretty calm, seems. Put a screenshot of the outlook. Which outlook? Tornado outlook? I can bring it up here. I mean, I don't see it in the, I don't know where you put the screenshot. Yeah, latest scan here near Greenville. Yeah, it looks like this storm is, this storm down here, though, is a little interesting. There's actually something maybe trying to happen there, but it's pretty weak. not really seeing much to tell y'all about. Not a whole lot to talk about, other than we do have actually a little bit of a developing circulation over here north of Wilkesburg. Pretty weak over there. That's in South Carolina. Then back over here, we have a severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-per-hour winds about to come through our camera. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like, I guess. When the storm's weakening, they really haven't really been that strong today, but technically in comparison to what it was like today, yeah, they're weakening a little bit. Central North Carolina, just a lot of rain and thunder. Macon, y'all are just south of a severe thunderstorm warning. Just south. But if you live like north of Macon, there's 60-mile-per-hour winds possible with this storm. Again, you'll be fine as long as you're indoors and away from windows. Yeah, 5.3 is the latest USGS out of Texas. 5.3. Haven't seen any information on, because the closest city would have been Pecos, Texas. So if you're searching on X for damage reports, you would search there, or maybe Carlsbad as well. I haven't heard anything from there. Petersburg. Let me see. Petersburg, Virginia. The old Petersburg. Outflow boundary about to start to get, maybe not. Not sure if this outflow boundary is ever going to hit you or not. It is really not moving towards you that quickly. But some rain and thunder will eventually make it into the Petersburg, Virginia area. A lot of rain and thunder. It's windy. Yeah, it'll be a little windy. Nothing to worry about. Charleston, South Carolina. Let me see. Where is Charleston? Isn't it near the coast? Yeah. Yeah, you guys are going to be fine for today. I think tomorrow though, tomorrow morning. Yeah, and tomorrow, going into tomorrow morning and throughout the day, might have a little bit of a severe risk out there for the Charleston area. Did I get damage to my place? No, but my power went out. Still watching this little area. I mean, it's not strong rotation by any means, but it is interesting. I try to do something eventually, so I'm gonna keep looking at it. Can't stop me from looking at it. Looks like this severe thunderstorm is moving through the Greenville area as we speak. This camera should be picking up something. Hey, thank you, Ashley, Sil, Mo, and Carrie for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Sorry I had to interrupt your peaceful night with some tornado warnings. Three out of four of the noteworthy chasers felt it, apparently. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are out there because there's going to be that little risk out over there. So that makes sense. Wait. Oh, wait. We get to... I totally forgot. We can now do this. Oh. Oh. We are now to severe thunderstorm warning mode. Nice. And now we have the little severe thunderstorm polygon. Man, my members are the best. I forget who it was that put it in chat. I think it was either Judy. Was it Judy that chatted that? Forget who it was, but somebody said, let's try, because it was so funny when we started the stream. I had like, it was just a really crappy, I was working on a new overlay from like 8 a.m. to like 1 p.m. And when I started it, I wanted to get my like I was so excited to show my members the new overlay I was working on, and they all were like, this sucks. But I'm glad they were honest with me because it did suck. And then compared to what we came up with during our stream, it's like 10 billion times better. It was like it was a little circle in the middle. It was just horrible. Use it daily. Yeah, WeatherWise is an amazing app. I mean, I can't give them enough credit. And, you know, the crazy thing is, I know they keep updating it every week, but this is just the beginning. Just the beginning of the app. Like, there's so much more coming. It's going to change the weather game forever. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, we got the green screen back, which is one of the things I'm most excited about. We can do this now. Hold on, let me get it lined up just right. We live in the Greenville area. You guys need to be indoors and away from windows. Got a little severe thunderstorm happening there. Watch out for that thing there. Thank you, Sandy, for the 2. WeatherWise is the best weather app. It kind of is. Not gonna lie. Thank you, Kimberly, for becoming a WIMD member. Thank you, thank you. The circle was awful. It really was. I'm not even gonna defend it. It was just one of those ideas where I was like, man, this kind of seems cool. Oh, look, we're getting a little bit of action. A little bit of rain and wind action on our Greenville camera. The latest update from the USGS. Let me see if they've downgraded it. But it says 5.3 officially on the USGS. That's where I get my information. Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry to interrupt your peaceful nights with a friggin' couple tornado warnings. Radar Omega is better than WeatherWise. That is quite the take. That is quite the take, not gonna lie. You're gonna sit in your man cave with the wife? Then it's just a cave. It's not a man cave anymore. You're not supposed to let your wife in there. What are you doing? You can still turn back. Oh, a little interesting area of rotation here near Holly Springs. Also, watch out for those horses. My man cave is my entire house. Unfortunately. All right, latest scan with this storm here. Our latest information, still dealing with some 60-mile-per-hour winds. Next in line for this is going to be 5 points, 3 points, and Wayside. It's pretty cool. Like, even if we like zoom in and you can't see the severe thunderstorm warning anymore, you can still see the little polygon. It's a brilliant idea. I can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. And then back over here near Greenville, still have some winds about to come into the Duncan area, but Greenville is good for the rest of the night. Needs more furniture and decor. I mean, we can add some. We were gonna add a light, but we were gonna make it look more like a room. But let me see if there's any more cameras further to the east of Greenville. Can we get back out in front of this storm? Is the question. We should be able to actually. Like right here should be good. Yeah, not the best camera. At least it's got light, but ooh, this is a decent one. Heavy rain over here. Heavier rain. Yeah, you can see the rain. You see how it's falling like straight from up to down, not really sideways. Definitely indicative of not a whole lot of wind, at least right now. No, okay, it's starting to move a little bit more sideways for a little bit there. A little bit more sideways rain. I gotta mute the severe thing. I'm gonna fix that. Hopefully before next stream. I'm not gonna lie, Wolf. That is, I don't know how to react to that. What in the? Yo, can I delete that super chat? There we go. Jeez Louise. Oh. Scott's a Scott's a Scott is gone from the channel. You're lucky you said that anonymously online, Scott. And not like in a room full of my supporters. Dylan, don't freaking root that. Don't root for that. What are you doing? All right. Yeah, still waiting on this line of storms to come through Macon, but I don't see any new area. I think all of our storms have pretty much gone outflow dominant, but I'm still keeping my eye on these areas out here. A couple of little areas of circulation still trying to happen over here. So I want to wait till these storms get on the other side of the radar. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. You're doing our best. No problem. F. Scott, exactly. Anybody that donates to this channel has to make sure you put F. Scott in your super chat message from now on out. Like, not just for today, but for forever. Because just because we banned him from the channel doesn't mean he can't see chat. And if he ever tunes back in, he will always just see F. Scott for the rest of his life. Thank you, Bucky, for another two. All right, we just got an update on our severe thunderstorm warning out here. Looks like we're at 60-mile-per-hour winds still, and that's about to head through the Duncan area. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it looks like it expires in 20 minutes. What did Scott do? He said some very mean words about our mod, Blondie. Very mean words. Some fighting words. That's what he said. He said some fighting words. Right. What's that one saying? Great Scott? More like F you, Scott. Why is Scott such an easily hateable name? It could have been any name. There we go. Tornado Explorer coming in with the F Scott and Terry Graves too. Let's go fight Scott. Yeah, I'm down. Where do you live, Scott? Unban Scott real quick. Me and Chaz are going to go over there and poop on your lawn. Both of us. Not just Chaz this time. All my homies hate Scott. 100%. Thank you, Bucky, for the 2. Who's Scott? Some dude that said mean words to Blondie. Fighting words to Blondie. So we're all coming into Blondie's defense. Bad day to be a Scott. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. There might be other people in chat named Scott. They're shaking in their boots right now. You're in Greenville on this storm. There was a fully condensed funnel rotating rapidly. Really? Like, was it south? Like, if it was south of Greenville, wouldn't surprise me if it was like near Malden, because we did have a little area of some circulation there. But it didn't ever produce any damage or anything as far as I could tell. We've been keeping an eye on it. That's why we have the radar over here, because there's been a couple of circulations which might be causing some funnels. Yeah, I need to move my camera up more, but something's happened to my camera app. Like the Windows has saved. Oh, there it goes. Okay, I can do it now. Wrong direction. Too far. There we go. Fair enough. He probably does. He probably does. Thank you for the 2. By the way, where are you guys watching this on? Are you watching it on your TV or on your phone? Thank you, Kimberly, for the $20. Holy moly! Hey, you forgot the F. Scott. Yeah, we're gonna do a fan meetup on Scott's lawn. Thank you, Sanja, for becoming a WimD member. And thank you, Kerlick, for the $2 and the F. Scott. Oh, no. Okay, guys. All right. There's another person in chat that's like, are they talking about me? I have a name of Scott. My name comes from the Scott origins. There's a bunch of random Scots in chat right now that are like really scared. All right, latest up here. Potentially still 60-mile-per-hour winds with this storm about to head into Gary, Georgia. And then our only other severe thunderstorm warning, I think, in the entire nation. What else is going on? Oh, there's one in New York. Check this one out. In New York City, nonetheless. The storm actually made it there, and they put a big old severe thunderstorm warning on it for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Them skyscrapers going to be shaking. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a camera view from there. From the New York City area. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see if there's anything, if we got any live cameras over there. They don't get severe weather that often, but when they do, those buildings be getting struck by lightning. A lot. It'd be pretty cool to catch that. A little camera out over there. We can put that over here. Where is that? It's like the second bridge. This one, and then right here. Yeah, this one I saw some lightning on. This is out of New York City, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning. If you live near New Rochelle and East Chester, you guys need to be indoors and away from those windows. Holy moly. Bob Ross. coming in with the huge F Scott. Not all Scots, but just the Scott that made fun of Blondie. Just to clarify. But thank you for the $50. Thank you so much. That's a massive donation. It's gonna pay like a quarter of my Verizon bill. Thank you. All right, looks like they officially allowed that severe thunderstorm warning over here near Macon to expire, and we're still dealing with this little guy over here near Greenville. Still waiting on that latest scan to come in there. Yeah, F that Scott. Yeah, instead of just saying Scott in general, say that Scott. We love all the Scots here except for one Scott. Every other Scott is a great Scott, except for that one. I have an extra line and a phone on that line that I do not use. I got it for one storm chase adventure, and yeah, I've been stuck paying it off. And that line, I cannot cancel the line until I pay off the phone. It's friggin' stupid. Thank you, Apricot, for the $20. F the bad Scott. There you go. Goofy ass Scott. Scott Peterson. I don't think I knew it. I don't think we got his last name. And let me see if we can find out. If I still got his super chat. No. When you delete the message, it also deletes the super chat. All right, let's go check back in with the. Hey, I was using that camera. This is in New York, where we're getting a heavy downpour, rain, maybe small hail, and lightning. Believe it or not, it's raining in the New York City area. This is not snow. If you see any white stuff falling from the sky, that's penny-sized hail. Just in case, you guys need an understanding, because you guys don't get severe weather that often over here in the York City area. Hey, I'm raining here. I'm raining here. Yeah, that's this storm right here. Still some pretty heavy rain over here in Manhattan and Harlem, and maybe some penny-sized hail over here near Fort Lee in the Bronx, here in New York City. It'll be all good as long as you stay indoors and away from your skyscraper windows. Yeah, if you see any white stuff falling from the sky, that's probably a rich dude scratching his head at the top of a penthouse. Thank you, Bucky, for the 2. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. Bucky's coming in deep. All right, Bucky, go play some video games in your man cave with your wife. She's waiting on you. New York never sees hail like ever. They really don't. This is literally like we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing. This is probably our most interesting one at the moment, to be honest, just because of how often it just doesn't happen. This camera is right next to Fort Lee. Let me get my radar up. The heck is that blinking light? Oh, is that an ambulance? Dang, they get penny-sized hail and people start getting hurt out there. It's a serious. But in all seriousness, I hope that person that's getting that ambulance is going to be all right, though. Yeah, I would say the biggest hail is probably over here near the Bronx, like just to the west of the Bronx. To the untrained, or to the trained eye, this just looks like some rain. But for this area, they don't get this that often. I think there's like I guess that's pretty much our best view, I think. Anything on one of these bridges? No. I mean, there's not much really to do right now other than talk ish about Scott. Hey, thank you for the 2 in chat in honor of the writer of The Great Gatsby. Fair enough. That was a fire truck. It looked like an ambulance. I'm pretty sure that was an ambulance. Here, let me go ahead and put this up there. Our New York camera. We're just going to put it somewhere random. Kind of makes sense there. It looks like it's supposed to be there. Kind of. That's pretty cool. It like kind of slants when you put it on the left side there. You could tell from the 6 pixels it was an emergency video. Yeah, there really wasn't much to see there. Oh no. I got to make sure everybody knows this is a severe thunderstorm warning. I am. Okay. Thank you, Vortex. Long Island, New York here. Seeing hail in New York City is rare. All right. Yeah, you guys don't get it that often. Thankfully, we're not talking about, can you imagine a baseball-sized hailstorm in the New York City area? Like how much damage that would be? Yeah, I think most of South Carolina, I think our severe weather threat is starting to die down quite significantly, but we still might get some severe storms back over here, scattered throughout South Carolina, Newberry, Saluda, Edgefield. Mostly it's going to be thunderstorms, though. Like, I'm just not worried about these storms other than like a little tiny spin up threat. The severe weather should be on the lower end. We've actually looked at a couple of these storms already, and they've been not looking too powerful, at least from our camera views that we've been able to get. New layout looks great. Thank you. Put a lot of freaking sweat and tears into this layout. But all right, folks, thank you all for tuning in. I think we're going to hang up the towel there. I do appreciate you guys tuning in. Also, huge shout out to everybody that said F Scott with the super chats. We look after our own. They come in swinging, we'll swing back. But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you live in Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina, there's going to be thunderstorms, most likely. Tornado threat is really low. We just had a couple of tornado warnings, maybe got a brief spin up there out of like 6 tornado warnings. All right. So I wouldn't rule out another one overnight. But, it's just a really low threat, severe wise and tornado wise. Just have a way to get alerts. That's an ambulance. That's not a fire truck. That's the same vehicle I just saw earlier. Anyways. But yeah, if you guys live out here, just make sure that you are, continuing to stay somewhat alert. Again, we don't even have severe thunderstorm warnings on this line of the storms. It's becoming outflow dominant. But again, I wouldn't rule out a couple of tornado warnings. They have been pretty cautious here with their tornado warnings out here. Back up here in the New York City area, north of New York City, heading into Yonkers, East Chester, and Port Chester. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some of this hail make it up towards you guys eventually, but it might die off before it gets there. It's going to be pretty hit or miss. But other than that, Newark over here near New Jersey. Might see some stuff with this guy. Heading your way. A little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, maybe some small hail. Not very frightening. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Can we rate anybody? Is anybody live? I want to raid like a random channel that just doesn't have actual coverage, but it's like one of those. It's like one of those streams that has like just like the voice and radar. It'd be like the first time one of those channels has ever gotten like over 10 viewers. Was PA live today? PA storm trackers? No, they're not live anymore. We can raid rain sounds. Y'all want to raid some rain sounds? Here, we'll raid this random channel. It's like, yeah. We're gonna raid a random channel. You guys don't have to go over there, but it'll be funny because it's like one of those like robotic voices with the radar. It's like no coverage whatsoever. But yeah, maybe they're looking at your area with radar. Yeah, see you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. Carolina Weather Group? Who's that? Let me check. Carolina Weather Group. Are they live? Caro. Thank you for the 20. EF4 membership? I guess. I'll think about it. Carolina Weather Group. Live. Carolina Weather Radar. Is that what you want? Oh, yeah, there's someone live in the Carolinas right now. Here, we'll raid them. We'll raid them. If you guys are tuning in from Carolina, we're sending you to somebody that's covering the Carolinas. All right. See y'all later. No rapping this time. No, we didn't have a goal set up. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll see y'all later. Peace.